Hey, mother. I can't say it because YouTube still has that thing where you can't cuss in like the first 15 seconds. But what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I look pale as fuck, bruh. I just cuss, but it's whatever. Let me see. Wait, we gonna turn the light off and see if that looks any. Wait, fuck. That look better, dude. It's darkish. Yeah, wait, let me see. Let me go turn on the light. Let me go turn on my actual light in my room and see if it's any better. Let's see. Is that any better, or am I still look like a pasty white boy? I promise you, I am of mixed race. I am very pale though. I don't know why. I look like I'm sick as hell. I don't know why. I wanted to stream. I got like 4 hours before school. Yeah, about 4 hours. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here, stream, see how it goes. We're gonna turn the light off. That's too much fucking light. Look how fucking pale I look. God damn. I look sick, man. Shit. Holy hell, man. I need to go out in the fucking sun some more. Fuck. Shit. Nigga, like I'm about to I'm about to pass out this bitch. But what we doing? We just gonna watch some videos. Fucking Gideon, he got his goddamn social security lead. His fucking let me see. Okay, actually, wait. Let me see. Let me see how the stream's looking. Cause we should have good service right now. 180p. But dude, I look so fucking pale. Oh my god. Fucking Gideon. Jesus. Oh my goodness. I need to like go get some sun or something. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh my god. But oh hell no. Okay, so how I want to do this is I want to. Okay, we ain't gonna have no chat box on the actual screen when we watching videos and shit, but we is gonna have it on this screen right here. So like, see if I text something, which I have to fucking sign in. Let me just go to actual stream. Let me type there. We'll just type something random. Let's see if it pops up on the screen. Y'all know I like it. You know you like it. Maria. Let me stop. I do look sick as fuck though, bro. I'm gonna go out to the guy. I'm gonna go get some goddamn sun. I'm gonna get out of this house. And I'm gonna stop working as much. Cause either it's probably cause I ain't fucking slept. Honestly, I ain't slept in like I slept all day yesterday after work, and I literally just like I mean how women want me is beyond me. Cause look at me, goddamn, I look like shit right now. Like goddamn, I look like and I feel like shit. Let's see. You see how big my forehead is, man? Shit's huge. I got a big ass forehead. That shit. Big ass fucking forehead. I need to get my haircut. Look at that shit. Dude, that shit's horrible. Shit is bad. I'm gonna get my hair done today though, so can't get on my ass too bad. Can't get on my ass too bad. I'm gonna get it done today. I'm gonna call her when I leave school and see what time she can get me an appointment in for. I should been. Why is it crooked? Oh, God damn it. That's why you don't look at your camera while you're trying to put on your shit. You know what? fuck it. We'll just put the hood over it right now, and whatever. We'll fix it in a second. Man, I'm so fucking tired. It's too fucking early for this shit. God. There. Now it's straight on my head. Even though I look like I look like shit, bro. I swear to God, I look like I haven't slept in like 3 days. Look at my fucking eye, bro. Look at my eyes. I look like absolute dog shit. Yo, nigga, I ain't being no fucking model anytime soon. That's for damn show. Okay, what do I have the chat box as, and why is it like that? Why is it so fucking it's not even like actually in the screen? And then what do I have the? No, I want not old school. I want box, right? No. I want chunky, right? We don't want a delay. We do not want that. Oh, we do want a delay. We want like we'll say like a 50-second delay. Yeah, we'll give it like a 50-second delay. Let's see. What do we want to watch though? That's the thing. Like, what do we want to watch? Cause a nigga streaming at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like, who in their right mind does this shit? Who? Me? Yeah. Of course it's me. Of course I'm up at 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning streaming. Of course. Like, a nigga got no life. A nigga don't got no life. Let's see. I'm gonna open up Twitter and I'm gonna look at it. Let's see. I want to open it all the way though. I want to actually open Twitter. No, I don't. Yeah, no, I want to open Twitter like all the way. Okay, no, I don't care about that. Okay, then undo that. I just want to have. Yeah, there we go. Why the hell? Okay. Let's see. Italians on the road. What the fuck? See. Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj twerking in a club. Man. Ooh, I'm telling you. Ice Spice. Oof. Oh, man, man, I wish I could speak Spanish because I say some, Oh my God. Bro need to go to the hospital. What the hell is he recording a video for? Oh, heck no. Why is Minx even asking any questions on Twitter? Because last I heard, she like ruined her career. So Andrew Tate, this is the city of Chicago. Hey, look at this shit. Okay, wait. Like, he dissed the city of Chicago. What the fuck is he dissing the city of Chicago for? Who has... Why? Just why? So he said, imagine living in Chicago on purpose, by choice. Seriously, imagine being a grown adult and waking up in fucking Chicago, looking at the entire globe, then looking around your shitty shithole you reside in, and saying, yes, I want to live here. Why is he dissing Chicago, man? You can't live a fucking day in Chicago. What you dissing it for? Like, I couldn't live a day in Chicago, especially in the bad parts of Chicago. I couldn't. I could live there, like, for if I lived in like the good part, like in the actual city. That's a different story. I couldn't live in the. I couldn't live in the fucking whatever the hell Chicago is downtown or an O Block. I can't live in O Block. Fuck that. I'm not living O Block. No. I ain't trying to get killed. I'm just not. I'm not trying to get killed. Ain't no way I'm going. I would never. And when I'm telling you never, I would never go to O Block. Did it tweet out that I'm live? I'm this fucking close. I'm this fucking close. This goddamn close to paying for Twitter. This fucking close. Cause I really want a blue badge. No, it did not tweet out that I'm live. That is fucking retarded. Why did it not do it? It's supposed to tweet out every time I go live that I am live, and it didn't do it. Oh, Maria. Let me tell you this. Retarded. Why did it not do it? It's supposed to tweet out every time I go live that I am live, and it didn't do it. Let's see. Oh yeah. No wait. Maria. I have to be like, get that morning entertainment for you, so you wake up, so you have a good day. Cause I don't gotta go to school till I don't actually have to leave here to go to school till like 8. I say like 8:50, so I have time to stop by the store and stuff. But I hate Snapchat sometimes. Come on, where's the fucking link? No, bro, I want the link to pop up on the actual, like, thing. Attach link. Nigga, where's, I was about to say. Send it to a shit ton of people. Maria. Cause I know a few people who slide through, even though, like, you know, I don't even know why I'm sending all these people. Like, yeah, that's fine. That's enough people. Ain't nobody from off of here gonna watch it anyways. Let's see. Let me put my YouTube on here. Do I got a photo of my YouTube? You be like taking pictures and shit for like social media, and you be like a fucking model, and then you get on you go to like you go to like take pictures and shit for like I don't know, you just go to take pictures and stuff, and your shit looks like you like a goddamn crusty zombie or some shit. That's exactly how I feel right now with when I be looking at my pictures and shit on like Instagram and shit, I be like, bro, why I look so good on that? And then when you get to the fucking when you get to the other, okay, how do they be let me get this shit off here. Yeah, dude. Get fucking Andrew Tate off my fucking screen. I don't want his goddamn tweet sitting up there forever. Okay, let me put my goddamn shit in. Okay, what is it? PK Live. PK. PK 2 Live. Okay, that should be good. Yeah. Why she fucking add this shit at like, bruh, it is like 5, it is 6 o'clock in the morning. Who the fuck has time to do all that? Okay, let's see. Salt Poppy versus Anthony Taylor. Ooh, that's probably gonna be a good fight. Not gonna lie to you. Salt Poppy versus Anthony Taylor. I can see that shit. Right? I can actually see that shit happening. Not gonna lie to you. But let's see. Let's find something to watch, cause school buses are outrageous. Let's watch this.
And this ultimately made for one of the...
Bruh, how I'm gonna pause and it still fucking play? Like, you don't got no respect for me, do you? Let's see, we'll put subs right there. Where the hell did my alert box go? Oh. There we go. Alright.
One of the biggest luxuries of being in high school is finally being able to get the opportunity to drive. Though where I live, most people need their licenses revoked expeditiously. But when we were younger,
oh yeah,
yeah, and this
no.
For one of the most horrendous...
Man, people where I live need to get their license revoked. Need to go to goddamn prison. Oh my goodness. Gotta get that Kool-Aid in my system. You know, brother, gotta get some Kool-Aid. Let me stop. But nah, motherfuckers around here need to get their driver's license taken. I'm about to, man, y'all, they be trying to endanger motherfuckers over here.
Experiences I've ever been a part of. The things that went down on these school buses should have my classmates on wanted posters like we're in a Western movie or something. Viewer discretion is advised. So today, we'll be discussing the worst parts about riding the school bus and some of my personal experiences with them. Comment down below your experience of riding the school bus and like us.
I ain't rode the school bus in many years. I rode it when I was very little, but the older I got, the more I just like I didn't ride the school bus because I didn't go to a public school from I didn't go from 3rd grade to I went from 3rd grade to like 8th grade in private / charter schools, and then from 9th to now I've been what the why am I coughing now? I ain't coughing like a day and a half, and now I want to cough. But what the hell? But from 9th to 12th, I've been in public. And even then, I didn't even go to. I ain't been on the school bus since. I've been in a school bus when I was little, like when I was a baby, like first, second school bus. Even when I was like little, I went on the school bus. But it ain't nothing like crazy fucking outrageous happening, from what I know.
Subscribe if you're new. First, we gotta talk about catching the school bus. Now, my bus stop was literally around the corner from my house, but since I actually have respect for myself, I made sure to get as much sleep as possible. This often ended with me having to haul ass to the bus stop like I'm Tyreek Hill. There is nothing that puts more fear in my heart than realizing that I'm late for the school bus.
Nah, you know what's funny as fuck? I be driving to school now, so I've been driving to school since like I think the end of 9th grade. And I be driving down, and I be seeing these motherfuckers like rushing to the bus stop. And I saw this kid running, and I was passing the dirt road, and he's on the dirt road running towards his bus stop. And this motherfucker's running, and he falls dead in a fucking puddle. Just falls, boom, right in the puddle. And I see it as I'm passing. I'm like, no, this dude about to have a shit day. This dude about to have a shit day. But nah, that was the most foul thing I've seen somebody do on rushing to the school bus.
When I was catching the bus, I was late more often than John Moran Pistol Toes. The worst thing is when there's snow and ice on the ground, because now I'm moving twice as slow, trying not to bust my ass in front of everyone at the bus stop. I remember once I was running to the bus stop and slipped and landed right on my ass. It felt like my ass bones were broken like Patrick Starr. But my bus driver either came 30 minutes early or an hour late. There was no in between. Every day was literally something different. You had to fucking gamble with your time like a casino. It also sucks when there's a substitute bus driver who doesn't know what time to come and where the bus stops are. They'll drive right past your bus stop and all the kids have to tell them to stop. Once we had a substitute bus driver who took the most obscure route to school. Nobody recognized where the fuck we were going, and we thought he was gonna mark us and we end up on the news. But by far the most gut-wrenching and agonizing part about missing the bus stop is telling your parents that you missed the bus. I remember having to build up the courage for this moment, bro. But it's even worse when your parents are sleeping. Sometimes I wouldn't even tell them and just camp in my room or something. But the times I did tell them, the car rides were so awkward to school. The tension in the car was thicker than Ice Spice. And you already know if you say a word, they'll slap you into next year. Little does she know, I left my backpack at home. But there's also been times where I missed the bus because this good-for-nothing bus driver drove past me. There'll literally be times where I'm up the street from the bus stop and these morbid motherfuckers would start cosplaying Helen Keller and pretend they couldn't see or hear me. Now we gotta talk about the bus drivers. Now my middle school bus driver was one of the most wicked beings to ever spawn. She was built like a whalmer and always made everybody's day harder than it already was. She had more rolls than the Thanksgiving platter and more chins than the Three Little Pigs. She also wore pants tighter than Shannon Sharp's suits, and she always had on sunglasses, like every fucking day. You would have thought her.
What is it with older women, like older big women, always wearing some fucking ugly ass sunglasses? Please explain to me. Everywhere in the South, you'll see it. They'll be walking outside with the ugliest fucking sunglasses, and they like 250 fucking pounds, fucking linebacker size, and they walking out here with these ugly ass sunglasses and this fucking ugly ass shirt with these blue jeans that are entirely too tight. Please explain to me.
Was
Why?
Agent. It would be the middle of winter, no sunlight for miles, but she still would have them on. Not to mention her leather skin that would probably make the lizard jealous. Not even Jergens could save her ass. She was dead ass petrifying to look at. Her teeth also looked like kernels of corn, but the only thing that was uglier than her face was her personality. Her raspy ass voice would give niggas nightmares like Freddy Krueger. All she did was yell at us and call us all types of despair. She dead ass was a bigger op than most of my teachers. All she did was feed off of sadness like Pennywise feeds off of fear. Like I said earlier, she would either come early or a couple days late, no in between. And then she had the nerve to try to yell at us for not being at the bus stop on time. My nigga, you're here 10 minutes early. It's also horrendous when you have to sit outside in the rain or snow for like 20 minutes waiting for these niggas. They also made everything into a big ass deal. Like we would just be chilling on the bus, laughing and enjoying life as youthful niggas. Then they got the nerve to talk about, I swear I'll turn this bus around. But one time this wicked individual actually executed with this plan. She turned the bus around for no fucking reason and made us wait back at the school for like 10 minutes. Now as most of y'all know, the back of the bus is where the cool kids usually sit. But I sat back there because I wanted to stay as far away as possible from this revolting motherfucker. Now we gotta talk about the kids kids on the bus. Now, if you thought these demented niggas were only crazy on school grounds, then you must be as foolish as Richard Watterson, because that shit gets amplified by 80% when we get on the bus. First, you got the niggas who treat the bus like a fucking rave and act like they've eaten 12 pounds of shrooms. These nuisances would always scream at the top of their fucking lungs.
I've always heard about, like, every time one of my friends that used to ride the bus before they got vehicles or whatever, they used to always talk about, Billy Bob Joe was having sex in the back of the bus. Billy Bob Joe was doing what? Was he having? How? There's like 50 fucking kids on that bus. How? How is this even? And then motherfuckers be getting head in the back of the bus. How? How do you get away with this shit? How? There's like 30 kids in there. How do you get away? And then you got the middle school kids and the high school kids, because they mix them together. Like, they'll in the mornings they'll mix them together. I don't know if they do it in the afternoon, but I know they definitely do it in the mornings.
Like banshees, and they'll be talking about the most random shit, talking about, I drank 15 cartons of milk at lunch today. My nigga, first of all, we don't want to hear about your twisted tales about lunch, and second of all, your stomach gonna be hitting the Macarena later. But ultimately, these niggas be talking about the corniest and most irrelevant shit ever. I don't know how these niggas would be so fucking hype at 7 in the morning. There were also the kids who constantly threw random shit like water bottles and glue sticks towards the front of the bus. One time a fight was broke out because a kid threw a book or something and it hit a girl. Most of the time I stayed off the crossfire, but if I ever got hit, I was gonna turn that shit into Armageddon. Another thing that went down on the school buses were roast sessions. Now, unlike the first activity I described, I actually partook in these ventures. The shit that we were saying to each other probably can't be repeated on YouTube, but just know that we weren't holding back whatsoever. We were roasting niggas' looks, clothes, grades, moms, dads, pets. Nothing was spared. And obviously there are the niggas who turned the bus into an MMA tournament every day. But the worst thing I ever witnessed with my optical organs is someone pissing in a bus seat. I don't think I've ever
why? Who pisses on a bus seat? You nasty bitches. You're fucking nasty, bro. How the fuck? Like, I don't know what's worse, them having sex on the bus or them pissing on the bus. What is worse?
Poop had never let a drop of water touch his lips because his piss made the entire bus smell like a decomposing whale carcass. But then when the bus turned a quarter, it started flowing off the seat and made a puddle in the aisle. My nigga, I practically teleported to the front of the bus. There's also the kids who violate my ears with their onslaught of SoundCloud music playing off their Fisher-Price ass speaker. All of these unethical individuals made the bus ride one of the most damning experiences of my life. Now we gotta talk about the actual bus rides. According to Section 8, Article 27 of the School Bus Commandments, if you see another bus from your school, you are legally required to taunt them niggas. We were flipping each other off, throwing shit. It was an all-out war. Now, I don't know what type of drugs my bus drivers were taking back then, but it had to have been something stronger than Luferignum, because these niggas were driving like they had 5 stars in GTA. These niggas were hitting corners at top speeds like we were fleeing from 12 or something. Not to mention the roads we were driving on looked like Hulk had just finished getting sturdy on them. So every time she would put the pedal to the fucking metal, everybody in the bus would get thrown around like we were in a tornado. But the worst shit was when she would suddenly stop quick as hell. This shit would legit give us all whiplash, or you would get thrown into the seat right in front of you faster than the speed of light. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, no, I hated that shit,
because that probably would have saved all types of.
Nah, like when you would sleep, like you would knocked out, and then they slam on the fucking brakes and your whole head hits the goddamn, like you lean against the seat and you sleep, you knocked the fuck out, like you absolutely like knocked out, and you just boom, what the fuck? Like, man.
Niggas from trauma and physical pain. And don't even try to lay your head against the window of the bus unless you want a fractured skull and a grade.
Oh yeah, no.
Your head gonna be shaking more than Annalie Choppa. All I was trying to do was catch some Z's, and now my head feels like an electric razor. Maybe this explains why most of the kids I went to school with couldn't count past 10. The bus windows knocked their brain cells out like SpongeBob. Another common school bus elder we had to deal with was that there was no air conditioning. At the beginning and end of the school year, we were literally sitting in a fucking toaster. We would try to pull the windows down, but they were jankier than a Samsung Galaxy. They were either impossible to pull down, or they fell down instantly and would crush your fingers like a tin can. But we'll come back to the windows at a later time. The leather seats would also reach temperatures hotter than Megan Good, but that's if the seats have any leather left, because I'm convinced that most school seats look like they just finished scrapping with Wolverine. My bus seats literally were torn to shreds like an old chew toy or something. Like you would have thought we went to school with Edward Scissorhands. They also left those wrinkly ass lines on your body all the time too. The buses were dirty as hell too. There was garbage everywhere and it always smelled like ranted ass cheeks in there. It also took so much self-resistance to try and not pull this red lever, bro. But one time somebody did pull it, and as y'all may know, it makes the most ear-piercing sound. So the bus driver had to pull over and put it back in place. She then proceeded to yell at that nigga for 20 minutes. Now look, I understand what he did was wrong, but I'm gonna need you to get back behind the wheel because I got 2K to play and homework to ignore. But the bus evacuation drills were kind of cool, except for the part where they expect everybody to get off the bus like we're strolling down the street for afternoon coffee or something. My nigga, if some shit really goes down on the bus like a fire, I'm tackling niggas like I'm Trent Williams. Now we gotta talk about the bus rules. Like I mentioned earlier, putting down the windows was like committing a crime, but now I want to talk about how you're not allowed to eat on the bus. Our bus driver always threatened that she would always watch the cameras back to see if we were eating. Nobody in their right mind believed the word that came out.
Man, when I used to ride the bus, they ain't have money for the fucking cameras. They ain't had the money to even clean the goddamn bus. The fuck would they have cameras for? Like, hell no. There ain't no fucking cameras in them buses. We ain't eat shit, man. What you gonna eat in there? Most of the time you taking a fucking nap.
Out of her mouth. So niggas were bringing entire picnics on that bus, bro. And I get that someone could possibly choke and whatnot, but that might be a better option than dying from starvation. Another thing worth mentioning are assigned seats. One year my bus driver had given assigned seats based on last name, and the nigga that sat next to me was probably the most nutty entity of all time. And for all the bus drivers who assign seats to students, there's an RPG with your name written all over it.
Oh, I remember I used to want to sit by like the cute girls or whatever, or by the cool kids. I always got sat by that one really ugly motherfucker. Girl or boy, I was always sat beside the really, really fugly looking motherfucker. And I'm like, or like, the few times I got to sit by like the kids that was somewhat cool, or their parents had like nice cars and shit like that, I felt like king of the fucking world. Like, I felt like I was important. But nah.
But I think that's gonna cover everything for this video, man. Comment down below your personal experiences with school.
Nah, like, cause hey, I ain't no drop dead gorgeous. I know that for a fucking fact. But hey, hey, I try. Let's see. What? That thumbnail is just, what? How the hell you talk about Transformers 4 and then the thumbnail is Age of Consent? How the hell? That don't even correlate. I follow Real Crime. I'm subscribed to Real Crime. Pain relief. If I don't go get my hair done today, I'm definitely taking a fucking nap when I come home. Cause I gotta work at 5. A nigga do not want to be working till close. Tired as a motherfucker. Okay, wait. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna go to Twitter real quick and see if Pearly Things has ever looked decent. Because every time I've seen her, she has looked like she just look ugly to me. She's ugly to me. I'm gonna look this shit up. I'm gonna see if Pearly Things actually looks decent for once. Pearl. Let's see. Cause Pearly Things has gotta be the ugliest motherfucker I've ever seen. Looks. Let's just look up looks. God, oh my goodness. Oh, y'all let her talk about the manosphere with y'all? Oh no. Oh no. God no. Oh, y'all need Christ. Y'all let her tell you that women are shit? Dude, she looks like like, let's see. Does she have a decent looking picture, bro? I'm not gonna clown off that one picture. I'm gonna go to her actual Twitter and I'm gonna see if she has a decent looking picture of herself. Where she don't look like she just woke up from a nap. Or not a nap. But she look like she didn't just smoke like a fucking pint of crack. Let's see. There ain't no fucking photos? Oh. Say, what the hell? There ain't no fucking photos of him. Okay. I wonder what the spoilers for this week.
Fuck you up.
What's the spoilers? I'm confused. Oh. They're gonna release the 17th. Okay. I'm gonna assume that's like the partial spoilers. I know you don't care about that, but I do. Let's see. We'll watch something from Mr. ABBA and Preach. I swear Preach be carrying this channel like sometimes, cause ABBA be giving some good takes, but God, man, Preach be carrying this shit. Like, Preach be carrying this shit. So. Once I pay my debt off, probably later on tonight. If I'm not too tired, I might stream. But I'm definitely gonna stream till like 8:30, and then I'm gonna head out. But right now, what we're gonna do is try to find something to watch. Put this chair so I can lean back without having my back feel like it's killing me. Alright, let's see. Modern Warrior melts down and deletes everything. Gideon arrested on Instagram Live. I just seen that, so I don't really feel like rewatching it, but have y'all watched the show Beef? I know there ain't nobody in here, but if anybody goes and watches this live back, go watch Beef. It's a new show on Netflix. Shit hits. It's a good ass show. It's about Asian Americans. So Any Asian Americans out there, you can get some what's it called from that? What happened to Angry Birds? I don't know. Pyro, tell me what the fuck happened to Angry Birds. What happened to Angry Birds?
What happened
What happened to Angry Birds?
to Angry Birds? No, really. What happened to Angry Birds? A game that was downloaded almost 50 million times with numerous sequels, even movie tie-ins. Now it's completely fell off and no one even talks about it anymore. What happened to it? Was it abducted by aliens? Because truly, I have never seen a bigger fall off of a single franchise in my entire life. Well, today we're going to find out the real reason why Angry Birds fell off. And surprisingly, it isn't Fortnite. Oh wait, there's a video on Angry Birds? Do you want to watch a video on Angry Birds? That could be kind of funny. I actually don't even know what happened to Angry Birds. I haven't heard that in years. I just remember Flappy Bird.
Angry Birds is now completely and utterly irrelevant. If you could travel back in time and tell this fact to somebody in the early 2010s, they simply wouldn't have believed you. Angry Birds was a true media empire. Games, toys, movies, and more. The franchise was bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars. Analysts were...
How many Angry Bird films are there now? Isn't there 2? There is so much Angry Birds content. It is insane. Hang on. Let's look at Angry Birds film. You got Peter Dinklage in that? Why? Is Angry Birds 2 out? Yep, they actually did an Angry Birds... Oh, wait. No, I don't think there was a film. Full movie. Oh, no, there is. Movie 2. Jesus. Just actual cash cow.
The iconic Red Bird seemed unstoppable. But now... the name Angry Birds is nothing but a distant memory.
Yeah,
I do not
Angry
know
Birds 2 was about like the big old eagle or whatever. I don't even remember what Angry Birds 1 was about. I don't think I watched it. Yeah, no, I did watch it. I think. Did I? I'm gonna go watch the Mario movie though. I'm probably gonna go get a haircut. No. What I need to do. I need to get my hair done, then get a haircut, go to work all day, sleep all night, wake up tomorrow, go watch the Angry Birds movie, or not Angry Birds, fucking Mario movie before I go to work, and then I won't have nothing else to do except work and sleep. And school till grad bash and go from there.
Anyone that plays Angry Birds. I just remember like having it on my iPod Touch when I was like 13.
The year was 2003. 3 students at Helsinki University in Finland
Why is it always people in Finland? It's always people in Finland. Cruelty Squad is made by a Finnish guy. This game I'm trying to play through right now called Fear and Hunger, that is one of the weirdest, most depraved games I've ever played. That's done by a Finnish person. What is with Finnish people and video games? There is something there, man. There's something in the water.
decided to join a mobile game development contest. Despite stiff competition, the 3 won thanks to a game they created and later sold called King of the Cabbage World. This was a pivotal moment for the 3 young students. They realized that their burning passion...
I have an Angry Birds oh, we got a verified boy in chat. I have an Angry Birds tattoo on my right leg. I am so sorry. You could probably sue for damages for that, though, to be fair. I imagine you can get damages for that.
and for creativity in gaming could lead to a seriously lucrative career. That's when they decided to go all in on a mobile game company, which they named Reloop.
Will I stream Fear and Hunger? I genuinely don't think I can, because there's so much nudity and sex in that game, and you can't censor it. There's no way you could censor it live, because there's just so much moving around on screen. I actually think I'll get a ban if I stream it, and when I'm doing a video on it, I'm gonna have to heavily censor it so much. I might reach out to the dev, if possible, and ask them if there's like a mod or something that will censor the stuff. I can't show it. Like, the video's gonna have to be heavily edited anyway.
The 3 decided to change the name of their company to Rovio, the Finnish word for bonfire. It made sense.
I feel that's a very bad name, considering the company is now in a massive downfall. There is a huge irony there. Please no Dark Souls references, guys. Come on. We're better than that. We're better than that.
The following years were brutally difficult for the company.
Yeah.
Remember,
This is probably going to be a similar situation to Hello Games and No Man's Sky, where it's like they made a lot of games before No Man's Sky that just got like pretty...
See, No Man's Sky was shit when it came out, but really fucking good now. Now when you play it, shit is so fucking fun. You can sit there and play that shit for hours and hours, flying around space, collecting materials, building your ship, get you a new ship, getting you fucking money. Dude, this shit is awesome now. But when it first came out, shit was fucking awful. It's just, game came out shit, so it did shit, and it just failed. And I don't think the game companies released anything since then. I don't think, probably.
Reviews, like no one actually played it. And then with No Man's Sky, they had a banger. And then with this, they had a banger. Have you guys seen the picture of Hello Games, No Man's Sky? This is the picture when it went gold. And it's such an awful picture. It is such an awful picture. It's like, what were they thinking? It looks like the Beyond Fried... Hang on. Look at this. Beyond Fried Chicken. These two gentlemen. There we go. Beyond Fried Chicken. They deleted that tweet, by the way. I love that.
Wait a minute. No. Two goth girls pointing at a Beyond Fried Chicken. See, now I need to go. Now I need to go to Beyond Fried Chicken. They got goth girls, man. I want one.
See, is getting at Beyond Meat. # vegan fried chicken. I gotta try something earlier this year. They're now in multiple US test markets. I hadn't stepped foot inside a KFC in over a decade. But I did for this. I'm, asterisk, blown away, asterisk. This will save so many cheese.
This was all before the advent of the smartphone that we know today.
Well, KFC,
Mobile gaming was a wild
you just gained a new customer because I didn't know goth girls went to KFC.
that all flopped. None of the games they created were
It is amazing with so many companies how they just put out so much slop before they actually get a banger.
really selling or had gained any serious traction at all. By 2009,
This was basically Fortnite. Honestly, I think
See, Angry Birds was just so fucking addictive. Like, I even played Angry Birds when I was little. Like, when I used to have my little phone, I used to take my mom's little phone, and used to play Angry Birds.
Fortnite is actually
It was be fun. It was a fun ass fucking game.
going down. Fortnite is kind of falling off now, right? I think in the next 3 years, you're going to have like a game that tops Fortnite. I think.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Maybe
another
5 years.
Fortnite
Nah,
come
3
out
years is probably too
at
soon.
some
Yeah,
point.
I don't know anyone that still does Fortnite videos. All the YouTubers that did like exclusively Fortnite videos, they fell off. The only one I know that still gets decent views is I think McCreamy does all right. McCreamy still gets really good views.
Ninja, I think, is still only doing Fortnite. I don't think he plays with anything else. Probably, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Does Ninja post? I can't spell, can I? Yeah, all he posts is Fortnite shit. He still pulls in views though. Holy hell. He pulls in over 100, like nearly he nearly pulls in 200K per video just making goddamn Fortnite content. Like, what in the hell? Like, dude, Ninja is like, is he still with his wife? That's like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
CS:GO videos that like Fitz used to do before he took a break. It's like they don't really do that well anymore now. That's why I don't do gaming videos. Like I'll play a video game when it comes out, but I wouldn't do exclusively a funny moments videos with subtitles and stuff because there's no point putting all that time and effort in if the turnout isn't that great. There's something in the algorithm that doesn't like those kinds of videos anymore.
a light bulb went off. They had an idea for their 50-second game, Angry Birds.
There.
50-second
50-second game.
Imagine that. Imagine saying it's the 52nd game, and yet the PS5 still has no games.
No games, PS5 has no games. I just got a message. It says how many PS5 games there are. There's zero. There's no games. There's no games on the PS5. No games. No games.
Angry Birds. They love the concept of birds that have no
PS5 does have games, just not very good games.
And best of all, the iPhone
Spider-Man's like the best fucking thing besides God of War that PS5 has. Like, come on now. That's like the best fucking thing they have on there. Like, God of War and Spider-Man. That's about it, from what I know, and probably Uncharted. I honestly, I have a PS5 and I play it every now and then, but like, there ain't nothing fun to play. There's no fun games anymore. Everything either they're boring as shit, or you can just watch some fucking YouTuber play it. Like, I watched Pyrocynical play, what was it, with the two robot bitches. I watched him play that, and I didn't even want to buy the game because I was like, I'm not playing that shit.
touchscreen allows
Like, I'm not.
an engaging launching mechanic as well as trajectory lines. The
I like how all these games that bang, like, they're never original games. This was based off, I think this was based off a Flash game called Dead Tree Defender, I think. Dead Tree Defender. This was a game where, like, you try to knock down someone's platforms and stuff, and I think this game came out way before Angry Birds. But yeah, it's so genius how no game is ever original. They just refine something. It's like Minecraft was based off a game called Infiniminer. I think it was Infiniminer. There you go. Yeah. So this game...
Dude, that's like saying The Way I Walk has been done before. Well, no shit. I probably picked it up from somebody. Everything is copied off of something. Like, nobody's ever been original. Except for the very first person to invent something. The very first person... I swear to God, if I talk again and a piece of dust flies in the back of my throat, I'm going to start fighting. I don't know who, I don't know what, but I will start swinging. Like I was saying, everything has come from something. You can't be the first of anything anymore. We've done everything pretty much. So you really can't be the first to do anything unless you surpass somebody. Like, you eat 3 million in one chip when somebody ate 3 million chips in one day. Like,
game came out before Minecraft, and it's Minecraft, but it's ugly. That's why it didn't do well. But then Minecraft is the same thing. You've even got the ores and stuff, and then it did well because it looks good.
launched their 50-second title with Angry Birds, and, well, it didn't immediately take off. 6 months later, the momentum and hype had built to the point where the Angry Birds...
Oh my god. I remember like getting my first iPad when I was like 10 and just playing all of these games. That's insane. Yeah, I remember Cut the Rope and I was too poor to actually buy the game.
The Angry Birds was at the #1 spot on the App Store.
Doodle
charts.
Jump. Bro, I fucking hated that game because I was so shit at it.
At this time, most apps that hit #1 had a good 2-week run of glory and then fell into obscurity. But not Angry Birds, which stayed at the top for 275 days. The game exceeded expectations for the team in no time, quickly becoming their first and only profitable and popular title. Globally, people were talking about Angry Birds. Practically overnight, children, mums, grandmas were all playing this simple yet addictive game. It didn't just take the US by storm. Oh no, it took the entire world by storm.
They had an Angry
As
Birds
the upward trajectory
theme park.
continued,
Oh my
Angry
fuck.
Birds became more than a game. It
No.
was a true cultural phenomenon.
It's always merchandising as well. Merchandising will just always make so much more money than the original product. I think like Simpsons merchandise and Minions merchandise, that's why they nailed it, because they didn't have an original concept.
Oh yeah, that's why Minions is even still popular to this day, is because of the merchandise. No one ever talks about the fucking movies. They always talk about either the 3 Minions or Gru, because they've merchandised it. They pushed out products and shit and stuffed animals, and they got a theme park or they got a theme ride at goddamn Universal, shit like that. Bro, I don't even know if I want to go, because I'm supposed to go to Grad Bash, which is a trip to Universal, and I already know. I talked to one of the girls at my work who's going. She was like, "You ain't getting no friends to go with you?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't even know who's all going for me. Like, who's all going and who I'm gonna meet up there." She was like, "You could just fucking solo." She was like, "You just solo it and just go by yourself and just walk around by yourself." I'm like, that's gonna be like, I'm thinking to myself, that's gonna be fucking boring. Like, why would I want to walk around for 6, 7, 8 hours by myself with no one? Maybe a few people walk up to me or somebody want me to join their group, but 6, 7 hours by myself, that shit's gonna get so fucking boring. Like, I wish I could drive up there, because I would just fucking leave and go home.
Concept, they just had a very marketable character. I mean, he's even shaped like a minion.
There wasn't a single individual, young or old, who wasn't aware of the game, or who couldn't immediately recognize one of the characters. Merchandise was flying off of the shelves.
Yeah.
Suddenly, every kid was sporting Angry Birds
I actually had-
and begging their
So Five Nights at Freddy's.
I had a Angry Bird plushie at one point, but I think I threw it away.
It's
I think I probably either gave it away or threw it away.
It's like 4 animatronics, or is it 5? I forget, but like they're incredibly recognizable, just so easily marketable.
parents for the plushies. The once mobile game snowballed into a franchise that the small Finnish company never could have dreamed of. Angry Birds was the coolest and most relevant brand, for many outright defining the early 2010s. They needed to focus on building a global brand.
I like that. How do we build a brand? Do we network, outreach, outsourcing, get into countries that are only recently getting access to the internet, like India? No, we're gonna change it to entertainment, because we're about everything. That'll be $2 million for that rebrand, by the way.
They needed to build an Angry Birds universe. It took Angry Birds 3 years, from 2009 to 2012, to hit 1 billion downloads. In 2014,
It's probably because I've downloaded on like 16 devices, because I just, like, I'd end up deleting it on something and go and fucking get a goddamn new iPad, or like one of my friends' phones, or like my phone. I'd download and fucking delete it like every fucking week, and then play it for like a few days and then re-download it. I don't know.
Angry Birds hit 2 billion downloads.
Pyro, I just ate so many cookies, I'm about to vomit. Please help. Just eat more. Finish the job.
If you had access
Finish
to
the
a phone
job.
in the early 2010s, you'll know the titles: Angry Birds Seasons, Angry Birds Rio, Angry Birds Friends,
Is that a movie time with like the actual Rio?
Angry Birds
Yep,
Space.
it's a movie
Star Wars,
time.
It
Yeah,
Jumped.
I just remember there was so much Angry Birds slop. There was so much slop. Like, if you could look into anything related to Angry Birds, and there'd be like 9 games.
Kept going. The game was growing in popularity.
Oh, I remember
and
playing the
was
Star
expanding.
Wars.
The global popularity was
Angry
so
Birds,
massive that they
um,
even built a theme park in central China.
Oh my
Although Kissing
god.
was a $9 billion business, why couldn't Angry Birds be the same? The founders leaned all in. Needless to say, the brand had become a cash cow, the likes of which had never
The genius thing is, all you need to do is have a character that's marketable to like little babies on their iPads. Little babies and wine mums. That's why like games like Gem.
Or weird ass females. That's why Hello Kitty got so popular. It's because grown ass women will carry around their little Hello Kitty pocket wallet. You'll find them out there. And then they did motherfuckers that line their whole room with Hello Kitty shit.
You know those like match 3 games? What are they called? I forget. There's like Sweet, Gem, or something. But they literally just prey on like middle-aged wine mums, and they just make them so much money.
In 2012, they had made $195 million in revenue. They were becoming the unstoppable brand that everyone expected them to be. But there was a lot more going on below the surface. Cracks were forming, which eventually led to the downfall of the...
Candy Crush. That's it. Candy Crush.
While the
Candy Crush will never die. Candy Crush is for the 40-year-old, 60-year-old moms and grandmas.
Angry Birds craze was taking over the globe, a less hopeful picture was emerging. A company that was
And very lonely single women play Candy Crush too.
so focused
Oh, is that fucking hell? I'm being psyop, bro. I thought that was a Wojak down there for some reason. I hate this so much.
company that was so
I hate this so
focused on
much.
milking a franchise that they forgot what made them popular in the first place. Good games. For example,
Angry Birds, all you did was fucking pull back a thing and fly a bird at a goddamn structure to destroy it. What is so good about that? It's just simple. Simple and addictive. That's all they had to do. Simple and addictive.
in 2012, during the peak of Angry Birds fever, Rovio released a new game, The Amazing Alex. It was a mobile game focused around puzzles and physics, a concept that was not too dissimilar to Angry Birds. The game failed to gain any noteworthy success.
Because
There's
it's
no-
not simple.
Never heard of it.
There's no mascots. There's no mascots. You need like a wholesome Chungus mascot, and there was nothing.
This
Just
was
pipes.
indicative of the company's true success potential. Game number 52, Angry Birds, was the smash hit of all smash hits.
That must be so horrible though, being stuck in that loop of like one thing made you famous, so you need to like stick with it forever. It must feel so like what's the word? Claustrophobic? I don't know. But yeah, I've seen that so many cases.
But game number 53, a boring, uninspiring
I mean, look at that avatar. Like, who cares? Who cares about that character? Oh my god, white child with le hair. He's so recognizable, like Luke Skywalker.
failure. Just like games number 1 to 51 that the company had released. Were they a team of experts who finally cracked the code for making the perfect game and franchise? Or
Says the dude who made MLG videos. I moved on. I broke out my spot. Shut up.
were they a team that got exceptionally lucky with just one game? Well, Angry Birds kept releasing more games,
Just epic. They really ran out of titles there if they just called a game epic.
and each game.
What should we call the next
seemingly-
one? Epic. And then the one after that?
No, what's crazy is that's the same thing what's happening with Fortnite. Fortnite's just milking this shit out of itself. And eventually it's just gonna die.
Based.
Increasingly less original, less creative, and less adored than the one prior. For example, the team released Angry Birds Transformers, which was a bizarre side-scroller
Actually, that shit was actually kinda fun, I ain't gonna cap with you.
game that begged for microtransactions
Oh yeah, no, you did have to pay a lot. I think I just played it for free, I don't remember.
every step of the way.
I mean, that's every mobile game, to be fair. Every mobile game does that. When you download a mobile game, you're basically playing a demo because you will hit a wall so quickly. You know, I remember playing mobile games when I was like 10, and I hated it so much. I remember playing Clash of Clans and how you had like an energy bar. It's like, oh, your workers are too tired. You need to refill their energy. $5, please. Yeah, I actually cannot stand free-to-play games.
No, I like playing those what's it called? Where it's like you build your own company and shit. What's it called? What is it called? It's like you build your own motel and shit, and you get like you upgrade it, and then you constantly keep going and going and growing and growing and growing. You watch ads and shit to get like more money. I never I don't like buying I don't like buying shit in those apps though, because they're like now if it's like a actual like app like I don't know, fucking my Hulu subscription, of course I'm gonna fucking pay for that.
Games. I think there's a saying about the internet where it's like if everyone in the world paid $5, then the internet would basically be free. There'd be no ads, no mid-rolls, nothing like that. No cookies that track your data and sell it to advertisers.
Failing to make any meaningful returns. A similar story can be said for Angry Birds Fight, which was a clear and obvious rip-off of Candy Crush, but with
Literally Angry Birds Japan. Angry Birds, sad face. Angry Birds Japan, happy face.
In addition, the same can be said for Angry Birds Go, which was a lackluster Mario Kart rip-off. The games were getting worse, and the fans were getting increasingly bored. It became clear that
No,
Okay, I just saw this thing on Twitter about FaZe Banks talking about how the FaZe clan has stole shit from him and stole money from him and other FaZe members, bro. Your fame died like 6 years ago. Let it go. Let it go. You're done for. Your fame died so fucking long ago. No one cares about you anymore. Stop trying to milk your ad. Stop trying to milk shit. Like, you always bitching. Like, I swear, like, YouTubers who are just dying will never come back. Will always bitch and fucking moan about something. And then, like, try to start something. Like, do something new. Do something innovative. Stop bitching and moaning that you don't get no fucking views, or they're stealing money from you, or did it fucking do.
fans were not getting bored. Angry Birds did not have fans. You mean the 7-year-olds were becoming 8-year-olds, and they moved on to watching like Mr. Beast or TikTok. There never were fans of franchises like this. It's just, it gripped an age bracket of little baby children, and then they grew up, and then they couldn't grip the next. It's okay. So this is how YouTube works, right? For example, every year people will stop watching you, and then every year a new wave of like summer kids come along, like kids that get access to the internet for like the first time, right? And that's usually how YouTube works. That's why you'll have a YouTuber for years that will still get consistent views, like me, because every year a new wave of people come onto the platform. When you see a YouTuber that starts to fall off and get less views, that's because the new wave of kids aren't interested in the content. Now, obviously, with YouTube, there's definitely a bigger exception, because you can actually get a following of people because they watch you for you. That's why, like,
unless you're like Andrew Tate, fucking Sneeko, unless you're like one of those motherfuckers, or like Destiny, like, unless you get your hardcore fans that will live and die by anything you say, anything you do, the breaths you take, you ain't gonna have no fan base that's gonna be there forever. Now, if you have like the fan bases that are like fucking crazy for you and probably would kill for you if they had the chance to, that's the type of fan bases that will stay around forever.
I've seen meet and greets with Syndicate and stuff, and he'll have people that like used to watch him when they were like I don't know, like 12. I'm sure a lot of people in chat here have actually been watching me for years on and off. But that is like that's a saying for a lot of companies, how it's like you need to keep getting a hold of the next wave of summer kids. I've been watching since I was 4. You're probably 5 now. Oldest Pyro viewer.
I was watching Pyro when I was like 12. Not 12.
The name Angry Birds attached to it,
like
all in
14.
an effort to milk more money through sales and merchandising. The company quickly found themselves in a bad place after the new titles absolutely underwhelmed and underperformed.
52%. Damn, I do feel bad for them, because it's like there's not really anything they can do. It's like Fortnite right now. Fortnite's dying, but like there's nothing they can do. Everything kind of runs its course. You can keep reinventing stuff, but like it only goes so far. And then unfortunately what happens is a company or an entity.
Fortnite is literally just turned into porn. Like, that's what everybody's just turning into now. It's like, oh, they're making everybody like, so they made the characters like have like huge asses in Fortnite, I guess. And literally motherfuckers made mods where you can literally, they just run around fucking with no pants on. Don't know why. Don't know what sick motherfucker made that, but like Fortnite is literally just turned into, I don't know. I stopped playing Fortnite like 4 or 5 years ago. I think like 6 years ago. Just because it's fucking boring. Who the fuck plays Fortnite? Fortnite is so goddamn boring. Like, there's nothing entertaining about Fortnite anymore.
You're a person will steal your format, refine it in a way that you couldn't, and then everyone moves over to it. It's like, look at TikTok now. TikTok is basically the biggest social media platform on the planet, and it's not even original. They just stole from Musical.ly. They stole from Vine. That's all they did. And then they just did some tweaking to
TikTok is literally just Musical.ly with an update. Vine was destined to die. Vine was gonna die anyways, because something new was gonna come along, and eventually TikTok will. I don't know if TikTok will ever die, but if it does die, which eventually probably in like 6-7 years, I could see it dying, or even like in a few years, especially if they really do crack down on banning TikTok in the US. TikTok is mainly people in the US use TikTok, and if they really get it banned and people in the US can't download it, like TikTok will die. I mean, either it's gonna die by getting banned, or it's gonna die by people just not using it anymore.
The algorithm. It's never about everyone seems to think it's about reinventing the wheel, but it's not. It's just slightly altering it. That's all you gotta do.
In 2014, Rovio laid off 110 employees.
But YouTube will never fucking die. You know why? Because people use YouTube for entertainment. If you want to find, or even like helpful videos, like if you want to figure out how to change your oil in your car, look it up on YouTube. If you want to learn how to change your tire, look it up on YouTube. If you want to learn how to properly make your bed in the morning, look it up on YouTube. YouTube will never die. They have the best formula, because who would stop using YouTube if YouTube is what everybody uses? If you need something, look it up on YouTube. You want entertainment, look it up on YouTube. If you want to watch, I don't know, Pyrocynical play Petscop 2, look it up on YouTube.
Which was around 15% of them.
What these guys are doing is totally wrong, because they're not trying to refine what they've already got. They're trying to reinvent the wheel, like with the Mario Kart stuff. Like no 8-year-old on mummy's iPad while she was wine coping wanted a Mario Kart game. They wanted Angry Birds, and the collabs they were doing as well was just like such an obvious attempt to like leech onto another fan base.
Boring titles and failure to properly evolve with the ever-changing internet led the once cool brand to become rapidly uncool. This dramatically impacted merchandise sales as well, which was the most devastating for the company.
I don't know. I really liked Angry Birds Go. I really liked that game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
With funded studios that were solely responsible for creating brand new original concepts, absolutely nothing gained momentum. The team had struck gold with Angry Birds, a phenomenon they were unable to replicate. The only strategy they could rely on was milking the brand for absolutely everything it was worth, hoping that miraculously they'd regain a fan base.
Thing is, their foundation doesn't work, right? It's crumbling. Why are they adding more like paint onto the house? Wow, that was a good analogy. Holy shit. You can tell I went to school for a little bit. Why are they trying to expand a universe when their core foundation doesn't work? What Disney did, they started off with a lot of, probably now looking back on it, racist characters. But they built such a huge catalog that if one failed, they could just go to the next. There are so many Disney characters that no one really even knows about. And then, you know, Disney are basically at this point now where they're too big to fail because they're just like gobbling up other companies. Like they bought Fox recently, didn't they? The past couple years. Fox is huge. The only big entertainment company in the West that's left is like Warner Brothers, I think. That's it. I genuinely think that's it. Oh, sorry. Amazon Studios with Rings of Power. My bad. I forgot about that one. That one that's actually saving cinema right now.
By the mid-2010s, the relevance of Angry Birds was a mere fraction of what it was just a few years prior. From 2014 to 2015, merchandise sales had fallen by 43%. Rovio had to fire an additional 260 employees.
Oh my god.
Around a mobile game will only be cool, quirky, and unique for so long. In order to sustain success, you have to build new success. Disney didn't just try to coast off.
Hang on a minute. I just talked about Disney. Is this guy listening in? Is this guy listening in? Hang on a minute.
Mickey Mouse's successful debut for 80 years, building nothing praiseworthy in the time between. No. Disney built an empire by having Mickey Mouse in multiple unique, original titles that were all widely beloved.
It's like with Ubisoft, for example, right? Like Ubisoft, they had Rayman as their mascot because Rayman was really marketable, and then they ditched him, like little wriggly, wormy cowards, and then they picked up the Rabbids, because the Rabbids were just basically like Minions, but before Minions. But to be fair, Ubisoft is actually falling off right now.
This is a strategy that Rovio was unable to execute. Instead, they only had one strategy to rely on. Have a splash hit with it.
Wait,
Instead,
is that a Batman meme? Urmagurd. That's a fucking Urmagurd meme. Urmagurd, a bomb. Okay, maybe this company should be shut down now, like for real.
they had one strategy to rely on. Have a splash hit with
That's
a
so-
2009
that
mobile
sucks.
game, then try to coast off its popularity for as long as you can. This
It's Finnish. No, it's the Urmagurd. You know the Urmagurd meme, you idiot? No, it's this one with the girl. Look, I bet you I can find it right now with Batman. There, literally there. It just doesn't have the impact on it.
This is a strategy that simply can't last more than a few years, which is what we saw with Angry Birds.
Chat, what is the most popular marketable mascot right now? Don't say Minions, because it isn't Minions. I don't even mean that as a snide, like it's not.
Fuck, what is the most popular mascot right now? That's not like, oh, I don't know. Shit. Mascot. I don't fucking
Minions.
know.
Among Us. Okay. Unironically, it might be Among Us. That I was not thinking of Among Us. Pikachu. Yeah, true. So true. Trainwrecks. Cocaine. Yeah, Capybara. Shut up. No, it's like something a company made. Super.
Capybara. Capybara. I can't even fucking do it.
Man, probably not really. I'm thinking about something that appeals to like China and stuff as well, not just the West. I wonder if Among Us is in China. Probably. Among Us is probably one of the biggest ones though, because it's so simple
Just
to draw.
anime.
It's a little spaceman guy.
Anime.
And novel concept it was in 2010.
It's so.
Bro, there was so much Among Us art when the game came out. Holy shit.
As the company was tanking, they did receive their saving grace in 2016, the Angry Birds movie. Thanks to the animated movie appeal for kids, as well as a star-studded cast with faces like Bill Hader and Danny McBride, the
Bill Hader. They got Barry in it. Oh my god.
The only motherfucker in that whole, like, out of those three people, the only person I recognize is that dude right there. Because I've seen him in Game of Thrones.
did quite well, earning $352 million against a $73 million budget.
That's really good. That is really good. I'm actually surprised the budget was that small for an animated film.
The second movie, however, released in 2019,
No.
earned $152 million.
It's over.
Less than half of what the first movie made. Also, in 2019, the company potentially put the nail in the coffin of any hope for regaining success. They made one of the biggest possible mistakes, which dramatically put off the few remaining loyal fans of the franchise. They had removed the old Angry Birds games from mobile phones without any warning. This means that if you had an Angry Birds game on an older device, suddenly, one day, you were completely unable to play it. It's not a surprise. The company was in shambles, only barely hanging on to a small bump in popularity thanks to a successful first movie. Now, their only hope towards profitability was pushing fans to their newer, more lucrative games.
I love when games do this, by the way, when companies do this, when they unlist the original game to get you to buy like the more recent ones. And it just like, you do actually like fuck over your diehard fans. Like Dark Souls did it. They unlisted the original Dark Souls on Steam. You can't get that anymore. You gotta buy the shitty remastered one where people could get into your PC and put like a rat on there. They did it with Skyrim as well. Skyrim, the original Skyrim got removed, unlisted off of Steam, so you had to buy the enhanced one. And that was the worst thing Bethesda did. Do you know how many mods I had on OG Skyrim that weren't compatible with the remaster edition? That stopped me playing Skyrim. The fact that they did that. And Dead Island. Yeah, Dead Island was kind of mid anyway, though, to be fair. Thank you, Dumbledore, for joining. And there, 500 points to Slytherin for taking off Dark Souls on Steam.
Microtransactions. This was just one more misstep from a company that had failed to do anything right by their fan base. After intense backlash from the now small Angry Birds community, they released an apology.
What mods? Oh, no, I forgot.
Dear fans, the old Angry Birds games are some of the most loved, downloaded and known games in the world. We know. We're so proud to have made them, and we are over...
Harry Potter
Did you put no games into the PlayStation 5?
Overwhelmingly happy that
Bro,
that meant
if
so
you
much to you.
Stop with the
Then
fucking
we took
PlayStation
I'll
5.
give 1 point to Slytherin for every Slytherin house member that has a well-wrote arc. 0 points to Slytherin.
them out of circulation. Didn't say anything, and that let you down. Not cool.
Slytherin house members be like, I'm a bully, and that's it. That's it.
We promised our heart was in the right place. We wanted to focus on building new and even better games to serve our players in the best possible way going forward. Now, Rovio is doing the only thing left to do for a dying franchise. They're re-releasing the original Angry Birds for devices and consoles. At this point, the only hope for the company is in relying on the nostalgia factor.
How Netflix lost everything, and you got Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey wasn't even convicted, was he? But yeah, reputation.
God.
The Dangerous World of Omegle. Now, I have a question to you guys. How many of you guys use Omegle in chat? I just kind of want to know. It seems like I didn't know how many people use Omegle until now. No, hell no. El Omegle. Last time I went on, a guy spread something for me. Man, yeah, the amount of pure sheer you see just from opening Omegle is astonishing.
Oh yeah, you see a lot of dick on Omegle. It's disgusting.
Is astonishing. Is it not crazy? That's a guaranteed thing. Every time you open Omegle, you get jump scared by instantly. I'm off topic. Okay. All I know about Omegle is the easiest website to get anything taken from you. Bro, you get doxxed instantly when you go on Omegle. And people really don't talk about it. I don't know if it's still a thing, but people used to upload videos where they just say people's names as a joke and scare them. Yeah, people still do them. What the hell? People still do this? I don't know if people still do this. Telling people their name prank on Omegle, hacking into Omegle calls.
How the fuck do you? Wow, who has the energy to do this shit? Like, who has the energy to hack somebody every time they fucking do that? Cause I would just I'd freak the fuck out and just I'd hit skip, so I'd hit fucking go to the next person so fucking fast. There's no fucking way.
Oh my god. I want to see the dangerous side of it.
Haley Shell's family directly blames that website for linking their daughter up with this man who they say then lured her to run away from home.
I was consistently being forced to do things that a child should not have to do.
Wow.
Questions. How the fuck you forced to do something on Omegle? Literally, the minute they would have been like, I'm gonna blackmail you. Skip. I mean, yeah, they could have got your shit. Never mind. I'm stupid.
For many of us, one of the toughest.
Okay. I don't mean to keep pausing. I swear this is the last time I'm gonna pause it. But that's such a scary thing too, because people don't realize how much that happens. It's not even Omegle now. It's Discord, bro. Kids be getting tricked and stuff like that because a grown-ass man will have a kawaii anime profile picture and whatnot, and they'll be like, yeah, let's meet up, let's do this and that, and they'll end up getting tricked. And it's just sad. What do you expect from Discord? That's true.
Things to do in real life is to meet new people. Have you ever wanted to talk to someone so bad, but you just couldn't muster up the courage to say hi? I know I have, but websites like Omegle make it so easy. Omegle is a video chat platform that randomly pairs two strangers together to talk face.
Oh my god, Speed. This man Speed would get dogged so many times when he was on Omegle. I remember. And there would be times where he was like, oh my god, you post videos like, oh my god, I can't stream, my IP got stolen. My IP got stolen. I don't think this happens to him anymore, but it's just so funny to me.
Face. Instead of traveling hundreds of miles, someone halfway across the world is waiting on the other side of your screen. With over 60 million monthly users in 2021, this app is popular. But the problem is, Omegle isn't like most websites. You barely need to go through any verification to use the site. I kid you not, I tried going on.
You don't need any verification. You literally just look it up. Like, you don't need verification at all. You could be the goddamn cartel leader and pull up on that bitch.
On Omegle, I literally clicked 2 buttons and right away I was talking with a stranger. And convenience like this comes at a cost. Your safety. Warning. Use Omegle at your own risk.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of every app. You can literally talk about, somebody said, what about Pornhub? Yeah. You literally go on any porn website, it just asks you, like, are you 18, yes or no? You click yes, and they're like, well, this person must not be lying. This person must not be lying. They clicked 18. Yes, they clicked yes, so they're not lying. So guess what I just learned, guys? 87% of you guys are not subscribed. That's like the biggest number out of any other YouTube I've ever seen. So do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. On the real though, like, please subscribe. I need to feed me and my family and my editor, so please do it.
How would you feel if someone you've
Website
never met
traumatized me?
before told you where you live?
Are you from Paris?
Oh my god. Can you stop?
Please do not use a Omegle if it is not safe.
That's terrifying.
YouTubers like Justin Schmidt.
But like, all it takes is a VPN, right? I'm gonna stop pausing. But all it takes is a simple VPN, even a trash VPN. That's all it really takes.
Like in millions of views by doing just that on Omegle.
Damn,
Every time
who
you
was
go
that?
on Omegle, your location is exposed. This is because the site uses peer-to-peer connection, which means that the person you're talking to has access to your IP address, which is a string of numbers that shows the address of your device. Someone who has your IP can easily track your movements in real life. All they need to do is copy your IP address and paste it on any geolocation website, and just like that, they know the area you live in. There's even a Google
To be
Chrome.
fair, I've done that before on my IP, and it's inaccurate. Like with the public IP, if y'all search up right now, what's my IP? It gives you an interactive location. Like it's in my state, but it wasn't near me. It wasn't my exact address.
Extension specifically made to find people's locations on Omegle, and there are over 200,000 people using it. Of course, Omegle isn't the only site to track IP addresses. Many other websites track them as well, but the difference is most websites don't publicly expose their users' IPs. And with 30,000
I hate to keep pausing this, but most websites do. Like there's literally that whole case with TikTok or whatever, the US government's scared they're selling data to China. Every social media does it. They be selling our data. They be taking public data and selling it.
active users at any given time, you're at risk of someone finding out the area you live in. And if you become a target, they could even find out your...
Man, you could be a target from looking up how to... You literally can be a target by just making a fucking Gmail. Like, come on now. Like, unless you are completely off the internet, 110%, you're always gonna end up getting exposed somehow. Somebody will find your address, somebody will find your IP, somebody will find something on you. You're not safe anywhere on the internet. Don't matter what you use. You just, some sites are more, you're more at risk of getting someone pulling up at your house.
exact location. But exposing your location
Exact
is
location?
only the tip of the...
Oh wait, if they get your exact IP,
the iceberg. The messages you send to other people on Omegle are not private. These messages are stored within Omegle's database. And the worst part, anyone can access them. In August of 2016, Indrajit Buwan, a security consultant who helped uncover the flaws in WhatsApp and Samsung, wanted to show the world how Omegle handles your privacy. He found that Omegle saves screenshots of your messages in their database, which can be retrieved by anyone. All Buwan had to
What the? Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I don't think there's a lot of apps that are. Is there any apps that do that?
do was
They do what?
in the Omegle handles your privacy. He found that Omegle saves screenshots of your messages in their database, which can be retrieved by anyone. All Buwan had to
What the? Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I don't think there's a lot of apps that are. Is there any apps that do that?
do was write a simple programming script, and anyone who uses it could download these screenshots. Many Omegle users type their phone numbers in the chat box to connect with a person outside of the website, but as you'll see, this is a big mistake. It's mind-blowing to see how lax Omegle is with their security, but it only gets worse. The site promises two strangers to talk together, but what if there's a third person listening to your conversation without you even knowing? My friend I Am Lucid intercepted real Omegle calls.
What's wrong?
What the fuck's happening?
And you don't even need to be a hacker to join these conversations. Anyone with a streaming software like OBS can hijack your calls. And it's fine when YouTubers do this for entertainment, but there's
What?
nothing
So
stopping...
they just in the calls? How did they get there? How does that even make any sense? This is what I don't
Yeah, no,
understand.
that don't make no sense
It's
to
just
me.
like,
How the
you
hell does that
just-
even work?
It's supposed to be 2 people. How is that possible?
Someone shady from listening into your Omegle conversation. And when you consider the fact that thousands of children use Omegle every day, it's a disaster waiting to happen. It's clear that Omegle has a lack of security. The sheer amount of inappropriate content you can find is proof of that. But that's not the only danger lurking on Omegle. As you'll see in our next
your
chapter,
IP.
there's an entire
Release it.
community dedicated to bullying others. The Hateful Cat Boy. On April
The
29th,
Hateful Cat Boy?
2019, YouTuber It's Keisha uploaded a video of her experience using Omegle, and it wasn't a good one. Thousands of people just like It's Keisha get thrown insults on the platform every day. They go on Omegle as a form of escape, only to
Oh my
find
god, if I go on Omegle, I'm expecting. Look, there's 2 places I expect.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you go on Omegle, you kind of expecting to get the N-word thrown at you at some point.
To be called, I guess, the N-word, any type of crazy shit. It's either gonna be a COD lobby or Omegle. No other place. What about Valorant? Okay, y'all get what I mean though.
the opposite. Horrible people are everywhere on the internet, but on Omegle, many of these people record their interactions for everyone to see. In It's Keisha's video, something about one of her encounters really stood out to me.
We have option Jew, option Aryan, and option. Where is the
I told you, I was expecting the N-word to be dropped.
coming down, boys?
The man in the corner of the screen is TB, known online as Catboy Cammy. Catboy Cammy started off by making prank videos. His popularity skyrocketed when clips of his disgusting behavior on Omegle went viral. He's
Oh,
No, you can't do that. You can't
my
do
God.
that, bro. Oh no. You're fucking retarded. Oh my goodness.
I was expecting, I was expecting like a Nazi thing or something along those lines, or maybe a blackface. I wasn't suspecting this. What the? This is all educational purposes only, by the way. Twitch and everything. Oh my god.
infamous for wearing blackface while
Oh my god, I called it. I called it.
How do you get away with some shit like this? How do you get away with stuff like this?
I called it. Why did I call it right before it happened? Oh my god. Oh. So this nigga's just casually cosplaying stereotypes? I was suspecting that. I thought it was gonna be the first one.
chatting with strangers on Omegle. The Catboy isn't afraid of sharing his vulgar humor with the kids he meets online.
And you can
his-
bet, I bet a TikTok clip was posted, and you know the kids were like,
W Ohio meme. Oh my god, WW.
whatever the name is, Catboy.
His audience loves it. As you can see from It's Keisha's video, Catboy Cammy was streaming his side of the encounter. Hundreds of people in his chat were
Wait,
actively
what? Hold on. Nigga, is that YouTube? Is that YouTube? What? YouTube, what the There's no way he's still on YouTube. There's no way he's still on YouTube. Yeah, it's been banned. You know YouTube would not allow this.
Catboy Cammy was streaming his side of the encounter. Hundreds of people in his chat were actively participating in his game that he played with her. It's just insane to me to see how many people support this guy. Catboy Cammy created a community of like-minded people. These types of creators are banned on YouTube, so they move to other video sharing platforms like BitChute. If you type in Omegle on BitChute search bar, you'll find a ton of these videos.
So this isn't even, what the has anybody in chat ever heard of BitChute? I thought Rumble was bad for being like, what is a BitChute?
No,
like a foreign gum.
bro, what the fuck is this thumbnail? What the fuck? You know,
BitChute. Nobody. There hasn't been one person. I didn't see a single person.
The Catboy may have gotten away with his actions this time, but on Omegle, the things you do can have very real consequences. And in this next chapter, this person made a big mistake and it was recorded for everyone to see.
Okay.
Michael's terrible mistake.
Okay.
Before we talk about Michael's mistake, many Omegle regulars go on the site fully aware that they'll see something inappropriate. And after months of being on the site, they get used to seeing these disgusting things.
That's true.
Sometimes to the point that they start to do them too. Michael was just 18 when the 2020 event swept the world. With isolation at an all-time high, he craved...
what did he put his on there and then somebody exposed it? What? People have that shit like they do that shit on Omegle all the fucking time. I mean, it's sad, but it's
social
true.
interaction. Like many others, he would turn to Omegle to satisfy this need. And thanks to these difficult times, Omegle would become more popular than ever. It would be the meeting place for thousands of people just like Michael.
You know what's crazy? Last time I used Omegle was like 4 months ago, and I was fucking bored as a mother. And I was on there for like probably like 20 minutes. Met like one person, got her Instagram. We talked for like a day, and then that was it.
Michael started off just chatting with strangers, but soon started to do.
This is why you have something called friends, where you don't need to just go on Omegle to meet random niggas and the chance of meeting an online friend. You're not gonna meet one. You're gonna see a couple of things. The first thing you're gonna see out of 10 videos is a solid 5 cocks. The other 3 is gonna be some racist mofos calling you anything. Other person might be a little chill person, but they're gonna skip your ass because you get skipped like hell on Omegle. And the last person's just gonna be a sort of genuine person, but you're gonna have a decent talk and then they're gonna skip you and you're gonna end up lonely. That's how it goes.
Do more than that. What was once his need for human interaction turned into a desire for something more intimate. Michael came across many people on Omegle doing inappropriate things, and he started to do things too. Michael would actively look for others who would do it with him.
Dirty talk. That's an actual fucking thing. Oh my god.
Person. But as isolation lessened and life returned to normal, Michael quit Omegle. But he didn't realize that his time on Omegle was a big mistake. After a year since his last visit, Michael visited Omegle again. But out of all the people he could be matched with, he matched with himself. What does this mean exactly? Basically, Michael matched with someone who was playing a video on screen. A video of Michael himself doing inappropriate things. For over a year, someone had been using a recording of Michael to trick others into doing inappropriate acts too. While the video of Michael plays, the imposter posing as him would encourage the stranger to join in on the fun. Video recordings like these are known as VCWs.
If I ever open an app and see a recording of myself and somebody typing in, oh my god, pull it out, just pull it out in my name, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know what I would do.
VCW is a program that has recorded footage of someone on webcam. This program has buttons to manipulate.
And that's the worst shit ever. Still to this day, every time the stream ends, I cover my camera. And I have a pretty decent sized camera. I covered it with a cloth. I'm scared of this. Ever getting a recording snapped on me or whatever.
The person in the video acts. If a stranger on Omegle asks the VCW to wave their hand, there's a wave button. If they want you to give a thumbs up, you press the thumbs up. By having these actions on standby, it's a lot easier for the VCW user to trick unsuspecting people. On standby, it's a
whole AI? This looks like 2012 COD hacks with the goddamn mod menus. They got a whole wave, peace sign, thumbs up, heart, blow a kiss, touch nose, big smile, sure. Suck on finger. And the worst part is some of you down bad niggas would definitely fall for this.
A lot easier for the VCW user to trick unsuspecting people to do inappropriate acts. And someone created a VCW of Michael. So why would anyone do this? By using VCW, scammers can secretly record videos of Omegle users and possibly use it as content on websites made for adults. Even experienced Omegle users can fall for tricks like these. But that isn't the worst part about Omegle, because we still have to talk about the site's most vulnerable audience. Children. I shouldn't have trusted you. In order to use Omegle, you have to take.
Okay, before he says anything about children in this next section, to be fair, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Children shouldn't be on that app. I don't even think that's playing devil's advocate. Children shouldn't be on the app. Their parents should be parenting them to make sure they are not on the app. At the same time, that doesn't excuse the goes on in Omegle and they don't do anything.
A checkbox that says you're 18 or older. So you tick.
Oh, and the 18.
That is like the most useless shit on any website, is when it's like, oh, check this little box to say if you're 18 or older. Like anybody's gonna fucking tell the truth on that shit.
Plus, look, it's literally our age restrictions have changed. You must be 18 or older.
the checkbox. Congratulations, you're now an adult. And if anything
It's
bad
a 10
happens to you
plus?
on the site, they make it clear that it's not Omegle's fault. But in reality, these restrictions do absolutely nothing to stop children from joining. Thousands of kids go on Omegle every day, one of them being a young girl who we'll call AM. In 2014, AM first discovered Omegle during a sleepover with her friends. After a few of these Omegle sessions with her friends, AM eventually felt comfortable enough to go on the site alone. On her first Omegle session alone, she met a man who was much older than her. After chatting with him for 15 minutes, AM was convinced that she made a friend. His friend
15 minutes? God damn. I ain't even have a conversation on there that lasted more than 3 minutes. Like, the longest one I've had is like probably 5-6 minutes. I don't be on that bitch long enough to be like that. And I ain't been, Omegle's boring to me. Like, it's either boring or I just don't want to see a dick. I'm sorry, I just don't.
promised to help AM become a better person. They traded contact information and started texting each other. First, AM's friend asked her to send him a picture of her smiling. And after they grew more comfortable with each other, it turned into him asking for other types of photos. Within 2 weeks,
I'm not even gonna say anything about the scenario because I already know it's gonna get bad. But guys, please just don't be that oblivious to things. That's all I'm gonna say. Most of y'all know, even if you're in Discords or whatnot, and some weirdos messaging you, you know. Even I knew when I was younger. But I be for.
The thing is, it's not okay. This type of conversation is fine when it's two consenting adults. Two consenting adults. It gets bad when it's a 40-year-old man and a 14-year-old girl. 14-year-old girl don't know shit. She don't know that it's wrong. Doesn't know that it's not supposed. You're not supposed to do that. But that 40-year-old man knows exactly what he's doing. So, yeah, nasty motherfuckers.
Forgetting, people just don't know.
AM has completely fallen into the
Even
spell
Discord
of
is
this
better?
criminal named Ryan. Ryan convinced AM that he was doing this for her healing, that sending him these pictures is part of his promise to help her become a better
it's
person.
blackmail.
Ryan explained that he wasn't forcing her to send him photos, but if she stopped, he would send her photos to her family. Ryan got away with doing these things to young people for 4 years until he was eventually caught. The police alerted AM's parents after
What?
photos of their daughter were found in Ryan's possession. Even though Ryan was sentenced to 10 years, the problem goes deeper than just
10 years? I'm telling you, they need to bring back the electric chair. There's somebody in jail right now rotting. Why don't they changed the laws now, but people would rot in jail for having like a toothpick of marijuana on them.
him. In 2019, AM filed a $22 million lawsuit against
Bring back
Omegle. On
Alcatraz.
Omegle's website, there's a notice that says, Preds have been known to use Omegle, so please be careful. They acknowledge...
You just put that shit in a little sentence at the bottom of the fucking site. Fucking pieces of shit,
Outright
man.
say it on the website?
that there are...
What? I'm not even laughing. It's just I'm laughing at the fact they just say it on the website. Like, yeah, well, first we got the obvious terms of service. You know, be kind to others, respect, don't hack into people's accounts. Also, there's sort of pedos on here. There's sort of pedos on here, so be careful.
bad people on their website, but nothing seems to be getting
They just
done.
throw people into the deep end. They're like, yeah, we got pedophiles on here, but that's on you if you get on here.
All it takes is one person to turn your life upside down, and sometimes it can even be someone you trust. The creep who got away. Popular YouTubers bring in thousands of people to Omegle every day.
That's not even how you spell
These
Omegle.
YouTubers record their interactions with strangers on Omegle and post them on their YouTube channels. So their audience flocks to Omegle trying to match with them. If they're lucky, they might be that one stranger who appears on a YouTube video with millions of views.
My biggest fan. Reed, what's up? Messi, what are you doing? I'm looking for my biggest fan.
But here's the thing with YouTubers. Who they are on screen may not always reflect who they are in real life. Matching with your favorite YouTuber on Omegle is a positive experience, but as some fans soon found out, this isn't always the case. One of these Omegle YouTubers is Dragon Nova, a content creator who had over 600,000 followers on YouTube and TikTok. His content consists of him hijacking Omegle calls, usually leading to some laughs.
Watch out, there's a big black man, he's gonna jump scare you.
I'm still confused how this is even possible. I don't even know how this is possible to this day. Still don't.
I'm genuinely confused on how that's possible
His
too.
channel
I'm not gonna lie
gaining
to
a
you.
ton of traction, but in January 2022, Dragonova vanished. He deleted his social media accounts after someone exposed his true colors. Dazed Woozy, another YouTuber who makes Omegle content, revealed Dragonova's inappropriate behavior in a Discord video call.
When he exposed his private parts on a Discord call.
We see it all the time. A YouTuber gets exposed.
Was there minors? I'm confused. Cause people do that shit every fucking day. They're weird as hell. People weird. People do that shit every day. On Discord, Reddit, whatever. Even Omegle. So what was it like? Was there minors involved? What? Like, cause I could give less of a shit if it was just two consenting adults. I could give less of a shit.
Suffers backlash.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought for a second he was about to show it on here.
Disappears from the spotlight. Except this time it was different. Dragonova made a comeback, but what's surprising was that his fans were not upset. They forgave him and even welcomed him back with open arms.
Yeah, because from what I know, it wasn't a pedophile. He's not a pedophile. Maybe if he was a pedophile and then he tried to come back, a different story. But yeah.
Since then, he's been comfortably uploading on YouTube, and it seems like none of his audience actually cares.
I forgive you, dog. I know you didn't mean it, but I support you, my boy. This is clearly a child.
Give you, dog.
Because of the support, the man behind Dragonova started a new channel. Making the same content as before, this new channel would hit 100,000 subscribers again in November 2022. Other YouTubers have tried to raise awareness about his past, but Dragonova and his fans are acting like nothing ever happened. He even deleted his apology.
Just for showing his privates on Discord. I'm confused. Like, did he do something like straight up fucked up, or did he just flash somebody or flash like 3 people on Discord?
Apology video where he openly admitted to committing the act, but I do believe.
Oh my god. Okay. The only person close to his level is EDP. EDP never apologized though. This man, he just fucking deleted his shit. He just deleted it. He was like, all right, people understand, people forgot, and then deleted it.
Believe that some people are.
Oh, was it actually a child? Wait, what? Well, if it was a child, fuck him. I don't give a fuck about him. Yeah, he could die in Minecraft, but no, he could die in Minecraft. No, if it was a child, fuck him.
Capable of change. And I hope the Dragonova.
I hope his channel fails.
He got lucky because, to my knowledge, he wasn't punished by the law. But as you'll see in our next chapter, criminals don't always get away.
Get in trouble.
Coach Casey. This is Casey. Growing up, he loved baseball. As he got older, Casey's love for sports led him to becoming a coach. He worked as a volunteer coach for Minnesota's East.
What did he do? Show his junk on Omegle?
Casey also became a part-time volleyball coach for another high school in the area. Before joining, he completed Minneapolis's child safety training program called Virtues, Protecting God's Children. Casey was a great coach, and the people who worked with him respected him a lot. But
oh my god, dude. The amount of horror stories I be hearing from girls and coaches, just the scariest thing ever. At my school, I never had a story like that, but at a school near my school, there was a story where one of the coaches was trying to do something with one of the girls, one of the cheerleaders, and it's just really scary.
People who worked with him respected him a lot, but Casey had dark secrets. Unknown to anyone else, Casey made friends with 2 girls on Omegle, Jaden and Grace.
That were both
Jaden and Grace
underage.
were on the site together when they met Casey. The girls hit it off with Casey and shared their contact information with him, and they started texting. Eventually, Casey invited them over to his house. On September 29th,
Did he kill him?
2014, he picked the girls up from volleyball practice, but that night, they never came home. Casey drove
he
them
killed
to his
him.
house. He convinced the girls to enter through.
I guess they weren't I guess he wasn't a pedophile. He was a murderer. Oh shit, he was a serial killer. Oh shit.
At that moment, Jaden and Grace were suspicious, but felt that it was too late for them to back out. Listening to Casey, they fell into his trap. Casey locked them in his basement. The parents' girls were frantic over their missing daughters, but luckily Casey forgot one important thing: their cell phones. Authorities were able to track the girls'
So he just kidnapped him. Okay, never mind. I thought he killed him.
locations through their cell phones. This led them right to Casey's house. Thankfully, the authorities arrived before it was too late. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Casey was sentenced to 11 years. So what?
He got one more. Nah.
Faced with overwhelming.
He got one more year than the pedophile that had multiple. My bad. Multiple pictures of children. Yeah, that's fucking wild. That's wild.
Casey was sentenced to 11 years.
Like I said, they just don't want to bring the electric chair back. You guys know when they put like, 60 years or whatever, yeah, the person's obviously going to die in that jail cell. But nigga, just throw like a goofy ass number to scare people. Like put like 10,000 years, 10,000 years, 20,000 years. And I guarantee it's gonna drop by about 80 to 90%.
So what motivated Casey
a lot
to
of
do
people
what
just gonna
he
kill
did?
themselves. They
Through
get
his
a
own
sentence
twisted
that's long.
logic, Casey convinced himself that the girls were from broken homes and he was doing them a favor. Casey seemed like an average person like you and me. It's just crazy to think, right, that someone that seems so completely normal on the surface could be capable of such things. But on
Nah, what would have been fine if they went, they chilled, he took them home, been fine, but he fucking kidnapped him.
we haven't even scratched the surface of crazy yet. The crazy cat lady. Before you start
I know about
searching
this. Oh my god, I know about this.
for strangers on Omegle, you can set your interests. Let's say you type in cats. The site tries to pair you up with other people who are interested in cats. At least, that's how it's supposed to work. On April of 2020, Omegle users reported being matched with someone who physically harmed cats and showed them lifeless on screen. They call this person the Crazy Cat Lady. The Crazy Cat Lady would set her interest on Omegle to furry, targeting them with her shocking content. But she didn't just stop at Omegle. She knew that she was going viral, so she started her own TikTok account. On TikTok, she even posted her exact schedule to let people know when she would be online. With so many...
Bro, imagine how up of a person you have to be to set a schedule to harm little kitty cats. Set a schedule for you harming them, for people to hop on and see it like it's a Circus Olay, a live show.
You know, who's fans of something like that though? Like, who actually sits there and is like, okay, let me write down like it's like your favorite fucking streamer. Let me write down when she's online so I can watch her latest video of her beating the shit out of a cat. Why? What is wrong with people? Who's fans of shit like this?
Videos of this one woman, the internet wasn't going to let it go. Redditors and Discord users went on an online witch hunt. They gathered all the information.
You know what's funny? Is that the same people that will be fans of these people are the people that will switch, like, will turn around and be like, oh, it's so bad, but then literally just go to the next content creator that makes the same fucking videos of beating and harming animals. Like, come on, no, you ain't hiding shit. You're just as bad as they are.
They could find about the Crazy Cat Lady and submitted the evidence to the authorities, and no one expected who was behind this. In July of 2022, the Crazy Cat Lady was identified as Crystal, a veterinary student, someone who was supposed to help animals but probably got into the veterinary field to do the opposite. When the police raided her home,
I didn't know that. Oh my god, I didn't know that. I just knew she got arrested. It hits you different, especially when you do have like a pet like that. It's just
to do the opposite. When the police raided her home, they found numerous animal parts believed to belong to cats and dogs. She was found guilty in 2021 and sentenced to 30 months. I can't imagine.
Only 30 months? Only 30. Bro, they should have locked her ass up for a long time. Like a long time.
I didn't read it. Indiana? If you live in a state, you should be disappointed in yourself just for living in the state, just for the police department. 30 months? Niggas get locked up, like I said, for a toothpick of marijuana back then, for years. They're probably still there.
I can't imagine how anyone can be happy doing what she did. I have a dog and I would never do anything to hurt him.
Exactly. Once you
But
have
in
an
our
animal,
next
you
story,
feel
this
it.
unfortunate person saw something on their screen that was even worse than what the crazy cat lady did because it
What's
wasn't
worse
to an
than dead
It
animals?
was done to a human. It's just a prank, bro. Prank videos.
Oh, I'm
Love
assuming.
or hate them.
I'd assume honestly a murder in GTA would happen on Omegle. I'd
They're
assume
here
that
to
happened.
stay on YouTube. And sometimes it's really obvious when they're fake. But on Omegle, it's a lot harder to tell what's real or what's fake. The biggest difference between a YouTube prankster and an Omegle prankster is who gets to turn off the video. On YouTube, you can watch a video all the way through to see the entire prank. But on Omegle, a prankster doesn't always get the chance to tell the other person, it's just a prank, bro. The person you're pranking can click off before finding out it's fake. Omegle YouTubers like Something About Chickens come up with pretty creative pranks.
As you can see, class, there's actually a lot we can learn from this person. What? That's creepy.
Other pranksters push the envelope just a little bit.
Look behind you.
What do you mean?
Nah, why'd he do that? Why'd he do that?
They really got that man.
But what if
They really got that man.
Yo, somebody's little 6-year-old cousin just saw a kidnapping. He's too pure for that. I swear, some kids just be oblivious. He's like, wow, they really got him.
horrifying on Omegle, and it
That's a
actually
f***ed up
wasn't
prank. That
a
kid is
prank.
definitely scarred from
On
that, though.
October 22nd, 2013, two friends were on Omegle. Colin, a U.S. Army reservist, and his friend Cherish. Allegedly, the two wanted to prank a stranger, so when the two matched with a stranger, Colin pulled out his firearm. Thinking that it was unloaded, he fired at his friend Cherish. That was a huge mistake, because he ended Cherish's life. A detective...
What's up with people and like, oh, you know what my prank is? Let me point it at my fucking friend. Let me point my gun at my friend and see if and then it happens to go off. Oh. Like, you just fucking retarded. I'm sorry. You just retarded. You are just a dumb ass individual if you literally hold an empty or loaded gun up to your friend or anybody. I don't give a fuck if it's loaded, if it's got a goddamn bullet in the fucking chamber. Are you fucking retarded? Like, oh my god.
Why the f would you even do that? This is what I say. People don't know gun safety. They have no clue about gun safety. Even when I was in Boy Scouts, when I was 18,
He's literally in the army and he killed somebody because he thought he was playing a fucking prank like a dumbass with a loaded gun. How do you not?
kid, and we had to do that like they were just showing us because they show you in Scouts. Like they taught us all the safeties you're supposed to do.
that someone saw the gun discharged. There was
Borders
an
in a
active
different planet?
chat going on. In the end, Colin pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 8 to 20 years. But till this day, no one knows who saw the incident that happened. No one except that unlucky stranger. And I can't
I feel bad
imagine
for that dude.
seeing that. We know from these stories that there are twisted people on Omegle, but the chances of you running into one of them has to be pretty low, right? Well, we
Yeah.
tested this ourselves, and the results are not what we hoped for. The disappointing experiment. So my team ran an experiment. I went on Omegle but didn't type any interests. Telling Omegle your interests helps specify the kind of people you want to meet. So by leaving it blank, the site can pair you with anyone. I left my computer on Omegle for 1 hour and recorded my screen. Within the first 5
gonna
minutes,
be
I was
Cox,
already
Cox,
paired
Cox.
with a man doing things. Right after that was a screen advertising a website made for adults. In the span of 1 hour, I came across 11 saddening situations. And all of this was without typing in any interests. Omegle paired me with these users by default. Before you go on Omegle, you have to acknowledge that you are above 18. But the problem is, anyone can check that box. According to the site's terms of service, you assume all risks, even if those risks arise from the negligence or carelessness of Omegle. Omegle
Oh, that's the most up terms ever. No company would ever do that. Where you go on it to actively use it, and like imagine doing that. Imagine opening your iPhone, for example, right? You're just using it. Some hack happens to you on your phone, and it's like partially Apple's fault. And they're just like, damn. I mean, technically, if you're looking at terms of service, it's your fault. That's not my fault. That is all your fault. That is not my fault. Do not blame. Oh, that is so terrible.
Wants to keep its hands clean, but this only ends up making the site dirty. Even though the site tells you that your video is being monitored, it doesn't stop anyone. Every time you go on Omegle, you put yourself at risk. Because the internet is a dangerous place, not just because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. If you see people online hurting others, report it. Helping one person might not change the world, but it could change the world for one person. Visual Venture. Wait, before you go, click this.
God damn. Alright, peace out, guys. I'm gonna lay down for a second. Maybe lay down on the couch. Take a quick, like, 30-minute nap. Yeah. Peace out, guys. I'll probably go live tonight. Depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on how I'm feeling after work. Because I might be, like, tired of shit. I don't know. But, yeah. Peace out. Have a